Hey, Richard. It's Joe. Are you hungry? Probably some chicken or some steak. You want some? All right. I'll let you know when I start cooking. Someone called me the neighborhood handyman. And I said, I'm really not. I'm just a guy with tools. Like if someone's got a bike that's broken, I'm not a bike repairman. I don't know how to fix bikes, but I know a little bit mechanical, so I can do the obvious repairs and switches, but they'd much rather bring me a Red Bull and Reese's and have me do it than come over and give me a Red Bull and Reese's to borrow my tools. Because either way, you owe me one for using my stuff, so I might as well do it for you. So I am the neighborhood handyman, but I'm not. Keep going. Tell him to keep going. You gotta get out of the yellow. Cut it in. Cut it in. I mean, I'm the neighborhood everything. I'm the neighborhood hall monitor. I'm the neighborhood janitor. I do things, and it's not even self-appointed. It's like I keep my side of the street clean, but when my side of the street's clean, it disgusts me to look around the other side of the street. And that's the metaphor for everything. It's not just this actual sweeping of the street. It's take care of your own business. Sometimes you gotta take care of other people's business, not because it's your job, but because they won't and it needs to get done. I don't know what I'm gonna do this week. Something will come along. Cheers. I had a thing I called the Joe B&B because I had built a box for my storage and someone wanted to stay in it, and then it just ended up being 4 of them. I just started building boxes because everybody's in a tent and nobody has a solid wall around them. And the tents are flapping everywhere, the wind comes through, you know what I mean? And it sucks. They don't have building skills and design skills. I don't either, but I know a little something. So I put a couple of them together and get in there. I originally lived in an apartment on Wilcox in Hollywood before, and I rented it out hostel style or Airbnb style. So I drove strippers and hookers around, and those were the girls that I rented their rooms to. And when the COVID hit, all of my work stopped. Everything from driving to, I was charging bird scooters. I had every hustle I could to make an extra nickel, and everything stopped immediately, right? And my roommates decided that they didn't want to pay rent. So I took off, and that was, I didn't really realize I was having a mental breakdown. I was just like, I guess you never do. When you're going crazy, you don't realize you're going crazy.
So I would hop on the train while it stopped, obviously, and basically get my bag, my pack up there first, get my supplies up there, get my dog up there, and then climb the ladder and get on. I can't stand being in one place too long. I'm like, waking up in a regular day sucks. It's the worst. But on a train, it's pretty cool. Just the feeling of the wind blowing in my hair, like, it might be like the middle of the night and all you see is like stars, or like it's daytime and like, or the morning, and like it's fucking beautiful, dude. Like you're going in like the middle of nowhere sometimes, or like the middle of the forest. It's just an awesome feeling, you know? Being on like the open rails and like, it's my therapy.
This ain't even a real stick. Go get that shit. Bring it back. You're not gonna bring it back? I get it. Ooh.
I have a cardboard sign, and I just rely on the kindness of strangers. When it's not, I find a way, you know? Because when I was a kid, I never thought this was gonna be my life. I thought I was gonna be like famous, or, you know, every kid's dream, like be a normal person with a family and have a house and a dog and all of that stuff. I mean, I got a dog, but I didn't leave home to live on the streets. It just kind of happened. This isn't what I planned for, but it's something that I became okay with, and that it's just now normal to me.
Are we going to hell or what?
I don't really give a fuck. I'm running through the gates of hell. I'll see you down there. Aroo!
Hey, somebody left a bunch of food on my doorstep if you want some. You're welcome. How you doing? What's up?
Good.
You look good.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm good. You got a job yet?
No, I don't have a job. I'm not that kind of guy.
Good answer. Although, if you ever watched Saturday Night Live and you knew who Chris Farley was, he's the fat guy in a little coat. He oftentimes would joke about living in a van down by the river, which sounds all too exotic and comfortable. But, like, dude, can't even see the river. I live in a van down by the river with a flock of seagulls haircut. Look at that shit, dude. I'm like Glenn Plake on an off day. One of my biggest failures is not being present in my kids' lives the last couple of years. FaceTime just doesn't cut it, and I'm unable to give the hands-on life lessons that I was when I was present, and hands-on is exactly that. Isaiah, you home? No? Okay. So right now what I'm doing is building this little shack for Isaiah, the new kid on the block. This kid is very young, very green, and very susceptible to influence. So I decided to help this kid because, mostly because he needs it. He would get taken advantage of by the vultures on the street. He would just be in a miserable state if I didn't give him a little assistance. Street family is the select few people that you have developed the strongest bond with on the streets. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The ones that you can have knockdown, drag-out fights with, whether it's physical or verbal or whatever, and still come back to either apologize and get over it, or just get past it and ignore it. Stacks.
What's up?
Does that look level?
Yeah, look up to me, but you shouldn't be asking me. You should be asking the hotshot sitting down, acting like he's our royalty.
Isaiah, does that look level? When someone says my street dad or mom, that's the person that is, it's like a sponsor in AA. They've taken them under their wing and not only shown them the ropes, but made sure everybody else knows they're with them.
Hey man, you can teach a man how to fish, or you can give a man a fish.
Yeah,
And I feel like you're giving him a fish. You're not teaching him nothing.
Right, you know, okay, let me explain how that goes, right? Confucius say, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you ruin a wonderful business opportunity.
Yeah, I like that. That was smart.
You don't become family until you've earned it.
Keep them dependent on
But you are connected to them as though you were with any of your family. Most people I know out here aren't close with their family at all. It would suck to be out here and not have anyone that you can call family.
He has. I prefer
not to talk about it.
How many girlfriends you ever had in your life?
That is no.
No, how many?
3.
How many? How many?
Nope. There's
You know
a
what I
reason. No, there's
You
a
know
reason
what I
why I won't say anything.
All right, I love you. Good talk. Peace. Hippie. Hey, you know what? Don't be safe. You know, everybody says be safe. I don't say that. You know why? If you be safe, then when shit comes around that's not safe, you won't be prepared. But if you don't be safe, nothing's gonna surprise you. You got it on point, right? Drive fast, take chances, be reckless.
This is the knuckle. Never step in between the knuckle. Like this one, obviously, like could be rideable. You got a bar to hang on. You can loop your dog around that. Like, but there's like I said, 3 points of contact at all time, and there's a thing called slack action, where the train jerks, and that's how a lot of kids die on trains. You know, they'll be taking a piss or something, and you know, boom. People get kind of like homeless people wrong, you know, like we're seen as like scum of the earth, you know. There's a lot of dirtbags out there, yeah, but you gotta really like stop and think, what did they go through? Why are they like that? You know. Think about it if you have an alcoholic mom and it's just you know, you're kind of like raising yourself in a way because you gotta take care of your mom when on a school night she's drunk, laying in bed, like you wake up and your mom's fucking holding you crying, like, you know, you try to like go to sleep for fucking school, but again, like your mom, like I don't know, like how else is a child supposed to turn out? Yeah, this life ain't an easy one. I'm not a good person.
Go a little crazy. Go a little crazy.
Especially being someplace out like Hollywood. The police don't even give a fuck in Hollywood somewhat. Like, they'll pass by someone getting fucking their ass beat or robbed and pass by. I fucking woke up to a shopping cart thrown at my head because someone was asking me for meth in the morning. And like, I had just dealt with some drunk kid. Every day was a fucking fight in Hollywood, dude. And fucking...
Remember Blue Eyes? You know what ever happened to her? I don't know if she died. No, well, I don't know if she's dead. She died and was brought back. I don't know what you call it. She overdosed on fentanyl. She found a bag she thought was crystal. She did a wash. She put water in the bag and then she, put it in the needle, and then she shot it up, and then it was fentanyl, and she stopped breathing, and then Santana there came over and came and got me. I ran down to the bando, got some Narcan, came over, shot up with the Narcan twice, didn't work, went back to get another one, and called 911, And then the ambulance got here when I was getting back, and she was walking away. And I said, let them check you out. And she was like, no, I'm fine. You called 911. I was like, yeah, you know, it's doctors and shit, you know, they gotta help you. And she's like, no, she's all mad at me. And she left. And I think she did. Hey, yo, oh, hey. Nothing, I was saying goodbye. You said, hey, oh. Most people think that the majority of people on the street become homeless because of drug use. But drugs are just basically a time killer. There's really no motivation to do anything else. First thing you see when you go in my bedroom kind of says a little something about my lifestyle. First thing you see is the Lifesaver package. It's got a syringe and it's got a vial of naloxone, which is 0.4 milligrams. And you take the syringe in the bottle, extract all of it, put it in the arm or the leg. I can't believe I had to have them use it on me. It's a good thing I had 3 of them because the first 2 didn't work. If you say you're addicted to drugs, like, I guess I'm addicted to drugs, but sex, drugs, and rock and roll, like I've always been what they say, adrenaline junkie. I always, you know, motorcycles to fucking, you know, jumping off of cliffs to jaywalking. Everything I do is to the extreme. I'm a troublemaker on every aspect of life. When I go back to Aspen, where my kids are, almost every time I return, I end up in jail. I mean, I'd say it's no fault of my own, but it is. I'm not proud when I say both my kids have been with me when I've been arrested on separate occasions. Don't step up to me. You're talking a lot of shit right now I don't want to have. What are you gonna do? You gonna pull out a fucking bat? Ow! You pull that bat on me, I'll fucking make you eat it, bitch! If you're gonna eat, you gotta do the dishes. If you're gonna do some fucking ridiculous behavior, win or lose, it's gonna lead to what it does. And the bill always comes due. And now that it's like, you know, I'm not surprised I've been on this block a year because over the last 40 years, I've been doing things that, you know, a rational person would say, don't do that.
One day I hope I have somewhere to call home. I've always wanted that. But somewhere like I could go, you know, my dad's talking about getting some land in Northern California, and maybe he's been talking about this since I was a kid though, so I didn't really know whether to believe it or not, because he said it to all the kids. I don't know, but it never happened. But apparently he's saying that it's gonna happen soon, so I'm gonna put some hope in that. And if he does, it'd be awesome, because like it'd be somewhere I could go, and you know, if I want to stay, and then if I get itchy feet and want to leave, I could go and, you know, come back. Because on the road, I do think about that a lot. Like, damn, like, I wish I had, like, you know, a nice bed to sleep in right now or something, but when I'm in, like, when I'm in a place like a house too long, like I was at my brother's house in Idaho, and I just kind of, it felt weird. I started going like, I don't know what it is. I just got used to this.
want any more food? No, you didn't. You didn't like yours. Did you have any of the salmon? If I let go, this is not going to drop you on the side. No, it's pretty stable. I got your back, so you lean in and you just, if you need to just collapse, I got you. My friend Jose, street name Lucifer, when we met, he was a loudmouth punk, just like everybody else you meet. As of late, he's a lot more reserved because of his deteriorating health. I think he's got terminal cancer. Oops, sorry. In the mornings when I get up, I yell, "Hey!" Either he yells, "Hey, Joe," I need something, or I yell, "Hey, you got everything? You need something?" Knowing what constant turmoil he's in, I think I would be a little bit reassured that he died peacefully in his sleep. Even though I hear him in his sleep, the harrowing pain he's going through. I don't know, like, one of the most poignant life lessons I've got living on the streets is do not become attached to anything, because it's not going to be there forever. The list of meaningful things to me is short. It's family, which isn't my blood family, it's my street family, and companionship. Life is not more simple, it's less possessive. Not just like possessions, but I own less grief. If you don't see something, then it doesn't exist. Even the very big things, like not having my kids in my life, I try to acknowledge it and move on. If you're focusing on something that isn't present, then it's wasted energy, because there's nothing more than this. This is where we are, and this is what we got.